Everybody wants the prize, but nobody loves the process. Everybody wants to be a champion, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to be a champion. Everybody wants to hold up the trophy and say, man, I did it, but nobody's willing to put in the work that it takes to do it. I love the process. I love the thought of working for what I want. You're never supposed to wish for it more than you're willing to work for it. Your expectations never supposed to exceed your effort. A lot of people, they wish, and they're not willing to work. Life is going to hit you with a certain level of opposition, and it's going to test your will, and it's going to test your heart. And life is going to say to you, you said you wanted it, now let's see how bad you really want it.
The quality of your life is the quality of your muscle. Let me explain what I mean by that. The quality of your life is the quality of your muscle. No, I'm not talking about your biceps, your triceps, or your pecs. I'm talking about your emotional muscle, your spiritual muscle. Life is no different than the gym. If you want physical muscle, you must go to the gym. You must push yourself so your muscles can expand and grow. If you want to maintain that growth and continue getting stronger, you must train your muscles with consistency. You must be committed to push yourself, and over time you will gain strength. One day, you'll look in the mirror and won't recognize the person you see staring back at you. Life is no different. If you want emotional muscle, happiness, peace, joy, you must work on that every single day. Read books, practice gratitude, feed your mind with positive vibes every day. Do the things happy people do. Do the things successful people do. Think about it. The more you put your attention and intention on happiness, the more you practice it, the more you read about it and how it is achieved, the more you do things that make you happy, the happier you will be. The more you read and practice self-development, the more you will develop. That's how the world works. If you want financial muscle, you must commit to working out your financial muscles. You do this by learning more every day, learning from the best. You do this by making a commitment titled no matter what. If you want spiritual muscle, make spiritual growth a priority. Practice it every day and grow your strength in that area every day. Not just when you feel like it, but as a lifestyle. If you don't feed your mind with positivity, you might come to think life has something against you. The world is conspiring against you. Rather than the truth that is, life is giving you challenges to make you stronger. Rather than the truth that is, the world is conspiring in your favor. The truth that happiness is not for the lucky. Happy people also face challenges. They just deal with them differently because they work their happy muscle.
Every successful person in this world has jumped. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. Believe in your heart of hearts that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump.
When you become the right person, what I mean by the right person is once you identify who you are and you begin to separate yourself from the masses and you begin to see your individuality, when you begin to see your talents, when you begin to see your personal skills. When you were created with a specific purpose, a specific design. I don't care if you was born and your parents didn't claim you, you still special. So I need you to be you. Number one, you got to catch this. Number one, value. All right? When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. What you need to do to get to a place in your life where you blow up is, one, to become the right person. Because when you become the right person, what you do is you show your worth. You show your value. When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never, ever be the best copycat in the world, but you will be the best you could be.
You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord.
I dare you, number two, to invest in yourself. That's right. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself.
If you don't ever use it, you're going to just go to work. And if you're getting up going to work on a job every day that you hate going to, that ain't living, man. You just existed. At one point in time, you ought to see what living's like. But the only way to see what living like, you got to jump. And here's the problem. Let me tell you something. Your parachute will not open right away.
The universe is yours, all right? And you need to understand that the universe is yours, that there are absolutely no limits, all right? All right? You really need to understand that where you're sitting right now and the opportunity that you have, whatever it is you can imagine, whatever you could see, or perhaps you've seen somebody else do it. I honestly want you to know that there is no real secret to success. I know I say that a lot. I just want to make sure you understand that literally the universe is yours. You have whatever it is you want to accomplish or whatever it is you want to do, you literally have to see it first, right? It doesn't start until you can visualize it. And I don't know if you guys understand the energy that's associated with young people and like for real, there are actually no limit. Now, when you're 42 years old, you got you're a whole different perspective. You're worried about kids going to college. Like, you got a lot of limitations, right? You're worried about bills, insurance, right? You're worried about a whole lot of stuff, which actually, guys, whether you know it or not, which really stops certain people from being successful because they have so many barriers, so many obstacles to overcome that they never really get to success. So when I say the universe is yours, what I mean is the only part of the universe is yours is the part that you can see. So whatever part of the universe you can see, that belongs to you. But Malcolm Gladwell says it takes 10,000 hours to be massively successful. He might be telling the truth. I'm not 100% sure, but it took me a long time. It might have been 10,000 hours. You were excited, you were pumped up, you were motivated, you took the initial step, you got in, you didn't just talk about it. At a young age, you're part of a great company and you're in an industry that you own because you made a decision. That's number one. You made a choice. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So the first thing I want you guys to do is see it every day. Now, this is important. The reason why I say you have to see it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Because some day isn't a day. All right, just in case you didn't catch that. Some day is not a day.
You know what kind of person you were designed to be. If you want to produce great acorns, think like an oak, not like an acorn. Think like the person you intend to become. Like the Christian question, what would Jesus do? Ask yourself, how would the person I'd like to be? The acorn has three parts. It's got a stem, a cap, and a seed. And the stem represents its connection to the past. All the acorns, all the oaks that have ever existed in its line before are encoded in that transfer through that stem, the legacy into this acorn. The cap holds onto the seed until the seed's ready to grow on its own. So the cap represents your coaches, your mentors, your role models, your guides, your parents, your friends, your teachers. What kind of seed is in you? I believe part of our responsibility in life is to find out who we are, to discover ourselves. First off, we need to respect our nature. We need to realize we are part of a continuing chain that carries a legacy and a responsibility. There are many things we can do with our lives, and I think it's our job to find out what those things are and to do them as well as we possibly can so that we're passing along the right imprint for the next generation. So first, we need to respect our nature. Second, we need to know our nature. Take Aristotle's advice, know thyself, but know things about yourself that most people don't discover. For example, know how you're smart, not just how smart you are in comparison to others. In what ways are you smart? Know what you care about. What are the values that motivate your choices? If you will spend 1 extra hour each day studying your chosen field, you'll be a national expert in that field in 5 years or less. So nurture your nature. Figure out, first off, I am valuable. Accept that. I want to know who I am, and I want to know how I operate and how can I understand me better. And then I want to nurture that nature. I want to apply myself in the world and put myself to work in such ways that the rest of the world says, well, that's cool. So ask yourself every day, how would the person I'd like to be do the things I'm about to do?